Hi there, Pokket here with MMORPG, bringing you another game face. Now in this game face, I'm not going to be doing another review, and I'm certainly not going to be doing another countdown. Instead, I'm going to be doing a guide covering the PvP Warzone in SWTOR called Hutball. Now in this guide, I'm going to give the general layout as well as what to expect if you're a new player and it's your first time in this PvP match. I'm going to start off with the PvP Warzone called Hutball. This is arguably one of the most refreshing PvP maps in the game, but I've noticed people having trouble upon entering a Hutball match for their first time. Let's go over the layout quickly. The two teams start at opposite ends. Keep in mind that you can have Empire on your side if you're Republic, and vice versa. The teams are made up of both factions. Also, if you're on Team A, you want to take the ball to the opposite side. Same with Team B. Take the ball to the opposite goal line. There are 4 healing nodes in the map. They look like this. And there are 2 speed increase buffs in the map at the bottom of the catwalks. They look like this. And you will find 2 PvP expertise buffs in the map. And they look like this. So now for the tricky part. There are 2 air vents in the center of the map. They can be used as a quick escape from your enemies or in the hopes that you will catch up to your allies. But where you will land isn't always certain, and sometimes you might land smack dab in the middle of all your enemies. I would suggest using this if you do need a quick escape from your enemies. But if you have the ball, I would suggest running around and using the ramp or throwing the ball to an ally that's already on the catwalk. You also have the poison pits in the center of the map. Now I would be wary of these because you don't really want to run through them because they do slow you down and it will be harder to escape from people if that's what you're trying to do. However, I oftentimes have taken the liberty of knocking people into it and then stunning them in it, so that way it does slowly kill them. Now here's the part of the map that you're probably going to come into contact more than you will the ball. It's the fire pits. There are 8 fire pits on the catwalks of each side of the map. Naturally, fire is bad, so you should probably stay out of it. Knocking your enemies into it is okay though, but you are going to get knocked into it a few times as well. And there will be that occasional time when you get stunned on the fire pit and your break CC is down. Yikes. Moving on, the ball starts in the middle. The ideal situation is to have your team with you, some behind you keeping people off of you, others in front of you so you can pass to them should you get stopped by an enemy or get stopped by the fire. The most successful teams I've seen are ones that grab the ball and a few of their teammates are already spread out along the catwalks. They literally just throw the ball like hot potato. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato. Oh my god, hot potato! Psych, score 1 for the rotworms. Yeah, something like that. How do you throw the ball? This is something that I actually had trouble with the first time I entered the map. I wasn't aware that you actually got an ability called Throw the Hutball, and you press it, and you throw it under an ally. Do not make the same mistake I did, where I thought I had to target an ally and then throw the ball. No, an AoE reticle will come up, and wherever that is, whenever you press it, is where the ball is going to land. So be sure you throw it to an ally and not to your enemies. As for other strategies in this map, well, there's tons of strategies that you can use. Literally so many strategies. I knew one team that they would jump down to the bottom, the little basement area below the catwalks, and they would have someone waiting by the enemy goal line and they would just toss it to them. That was a quick way for them to score. It was actually pretty good. So there are multiple ways that you can win. Killing your enemies is important, healing your allies is important, but the most important thing is keeping people off the ball carrier and making sure that the ball carrier does not die. And if he does, you need to give him an area that you can throw to. So there's one person that needs to always be ahead. That being said, I've successfully won matches with even just half the team trying to score. And to win, you have to get 6 points or have more points than your enemies by the time the match ends. But let's say that you both end in 2-2. Well, the last person that's holding the ball in a tie is the person that wins. So it makes you fight, literally fight to the last second to see who's going to have the ball in the end. It really is a lot of fun. But enough about what to do in Hutball, let's talk about what not to do. Here are some great examples of things that you should really not do in Hutball. That's it for this guide. I will be doing the other 2 Warzones, as well as the hard mode of flashpoints as soon as I hit 50, which hopefully is by the end of this weekend. Anyway, leave a comment below, and tell me, what's your favorite strategy in Hutball? Now, as always, you can follow me on my Twitter, and you can find me on Twitch TV, where I live stream the game, as well as other games. Go head on over to MMORPGcom, where there are reviews, and there are guides, and there are analysis and comparisons, and top 10s and top 5s. There's just so much over there. Go, go, go!